Hi guys, welcome back to the garden. Another beautiful day, the first weekend in July. It's July 6th, and I'm starting on not the weed, but the rose, which is Desdemona. Desdemona started off or rose blooms earlier in the spring, and now here she is, fully covered in blooms. Look at this, right here in July. Wow. She needs to be deadheaded, right? But it does give you a good idea of how profusely, is that the word? She blooms, right? An absolutely gorgeous rose that is so reliable in the garden. Her second wave of blooms for me this year are smaller than her first, but that is because I've had an issue with keeping up with watering, and we went through that period of just excessive heat. I think it really stressed out a lot of my roses. Right? Hi, so that is Desdemona looking all beautiful. Look at this. We've got blooms from Olivia Rose Austin. I'm walking on my neighbor's side and I hope she doesn't get upset with me. But I just want to show you Olivia really quick because all of her blooms are hiding on this side. This is Olivia Rose Austin. We are back in the shade. Oh, thank God. All right. Olivia was, as mentioned, really slow to go this spring. Happy to see her blooming right here um, for her summer flush. And she has filled out. She's filling out and filling up the bed. So hopefully, whatever was troubling her is no longer an issue, right? But a beautiful rose, very healthy, and always, even when she struggles, usually treats us to some really beautiful blooms. Okay, picking up the okay, so cameras up. This is what the rose walk is looking like today, right? Again, forgive the fact that all of our roses are going to be saying, hey, I need to be cleaned up. People, I have been shying away from the garden simply because of how hot it's been. All right. So let's walk through the island here really quick. You can see the highlights that are happening. Gertrude Jekyll giving us a second wave of blooms. Stop it, right? This is her second flush. First year that I'm treated to a second flush of blooms from Gertrude Jekyll. So I guess the older she gets, the better she will get. Or summer crush hydrangeas are still crushing it. Right, still looking good. They survived the heat wave. And again, what was important to their success was a gallon of water every day. That prevented them from burning and wilting excessively. Here's another one right here. Okay. Behind the summer crush, we've got our bobos and the roses that you've seen. I think I showed you these guys last week, Rodal and Crown Princess Margarita. Do you remember I had to cut Crown Princess Margarita back because of oh yeah, some of her canes came undone and I would cut those main canes. If you see this rose now, well you are seeing her now, right? She is huge. She has pushed up so much growth that it is amazing. Wow. This rose is so healthy, it's so vigorous, and again I have to keep singing on it. This rose grows in shade, people. She gets a little bit of morning sun, maybe 4 hours, and that is it. And she blooms and grows beautifully. Right? I have had some issues with black spot in the garden this year, and I think I have to attribute a lot of that to our watering methods because we used a sort of a sprinkler that went off too late in the morning, so the roses leaves, the foliage was kept wet, right? And that would result in black spot. All right. But okay, but coming on in right here. Sorry that the gate is blocking our view. Let me come around. This is our little hottie section. Right, I'll pull back so you can just see a full take of it right here, hopefully. There we go. Little hottie hydrangeas in the center growing in beautifully. Or containers of petunias are doing good. And I actually got my hands on some hanging baskets. I'll show you. The ones that I have right now, these are Jimmy rigged Jimmy rigged hanging baskets, right? But I've got some true hanging baskets that I'm going to add to the fence and then just transplant the bubblegum petunias. I think it's going to look so much better, right? We'll do that together here this week. All right, and I'm turning you around to the Rose Island. People, the Rose Island is in bloom. All right, hopefully you're able to capture it beautifully because the sun is out. Let me pull back and I'm going to give you a full swoop. All right, starting from the first rose on the island, Bring Me Sunshine. Working our way down, the surface rose has some blooms for us. Okay. The little elusive Hyde Hall. Hyde Hall actually blooms later in the spring than all of the other roses on the island. So everybody else is in flush in May and wrapped up their flush. This little fellow just started his first flush in June. Yep, but look at this. He's giving us blooms again right here in July, just in time, right, to be blooming with all of the other roses. So you can close, you can see him. A nice rose, I must admit. I like this rose. I love his spring color. I really do. And I like how vigorous he is. A very vigorous rose. All right. Let me continue taking you down the island. The rose at the very bottom that ends the island is James L. Austin. It's too early in the morning. Stop it. That's James L. Austin right there at the back. All right, so pulling back up so you can see everybody. You're saying, Naomi, something is missing. Yes, something is missing, and that's the Shasta daisies. I came in earlier this week and I cut them back because they had bloomed out. The blooms had started fading. So we took them all back to about 8 inches to the ground, and I'm hoping that they will be able to flush out new growth from there. And they'll give us more blooms later on in the season. They were a pleasure to have in the garden. Just taking you back over so that you can see a bloom from Bring Me Sunshine. Beautiful rose. I am waiting to be overwhelmed by his fragrance. I have not gotten it yet. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Okay, we have got, oh boy, so many blooms that I want to show you. I'm trying to figure out the best way to make it through the garden as quickly as possible. And I think the only way to do that is to not show you things that I showed you last week, right? Stop it. But I do want to show you just one thing here, a rose that is quickly wiggling its way into my heart. It's a challenge rose for me, but I am loving on it and I accept the challenges of growing that one, right? Come on over, let me show you. And here we go. This is the rose. This is Conte de Shambo. And I like this rose. I like how well behaved it is in terms of the growth habit. I love the fragrance. He smells like Gertrude Jekyll. I love the color, right? I love everything about this rose except for the fact that it balls a lot in wet weather. So in the spring, the last 2 springs that I've had him, I've not been able to really enjoy a true first flush of roses. This is by far the best second flush of roses that I've had from him. And I'm thinking that as he gets older, he's only going to get better, right? Because I remember, let's see, what's his name? Charles Darwin. Charles did that to me. Charles suffered from balling in his first year or two, but oh, the airplane passing by. I'm stamping my videos as always. Hold on a second. Right. But after his second or so year, he just really started maturing and he was able to open those blooms no matter what. Let me take you in closer that you can see Comte de Shambo here. A beautiful rose, lovely fragrance, and I'm going to enjoy him. This one stays for now. Oh, you should, oh man, you should be standing right here with me. He smells good. he really does smell really good, really good. All right, okay. All right, I had to work my way around it to get you to it. But the standard section that you looked at last week. It is now almost in full bloom. You are seeing all of the hydrangeas doing their thing. Nice poofy white and gorgeous. Stop it. All right. It does. I'm looking at this one right here, which is the vanilla strawberry. Okay. Beautiful hydrangea, wrong hydrangea for the space. I need a mountain, short, well behaved hydrangea for this spot, or maybe another standard. But how she's growing right now, I'm not enjoying the look. I came out yesterday and looked at it and I was like, it looks messy, right? So beautiful hydrangea, just not for the spot that I have her in. I'm thinking let's pop her into a container, and let's either do standards or like a bobo or a little lime, somebody who's going to be more contained, compact, and rounded right here at the front of the bed. All right, but just to pull back up so you can see, there is our blue rose of Sharon, looking all cute in the background. And again, the limelights, oops, are beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. I should get a photo of that because that's absolutely beautiful. Let me see. All right, believe it or not, guys, our morning stroll was interrupted by a beautiful, well needed shower of rain. I am so happy that it rained because I was so hot, right? First thing in the morning, oh my goodness, I think we were close to 90. It felt like we were 90 degrees when I was speaking to you. I was dying, all right? So, again, it did interrupt our tour, but at least the garden has gotten a bit of moisture, which is so well needed. What I'll do right now is I'll end the video right here, and we will pick up and I'll give you a full garden tour perhaps later on this week once the hydrangeas and the plants rebound, right, from the rain showers. Hopefully it will be cooler and I'll be able to get to get it done without rushing. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much again for having joined me for another beautiful day in the garden, guys. Happy Monday to you. Have a great week. Keep a smile on your face, right? Loving it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.